It is official, Sonic Origins Plus is coming on June the 23rd, which is Sonic's birthday. The big takeaway from this is that we are getting a playable Amy, which is really cool, and that's going to be across all 4 of the Sega Mega Drive games. It doesn't look like there's any sort of speed penalty with Amy, which is what I was kind of wondering, but her jump has an extended range. If you look at that jumping pattern, that is a big radius that it can hit, and it looks like she can use her hammer as well, although I'm not sure in what capacity, whether she'll just be able to straight up attack enemies when they are in front of her. It'll be very interesting to see if she's got things like the spin dash or the drop dash as well. I very much imagine not the drop dash actually, but yes, anyway, very interesting. The other cool thing about Amy being added, does this mean that she's going to get a super form? Like, they added super forms for Mighty and Ray in Sonic Mania Plus, so yeah, are we going to see Super Amy? Is that going to be a thing? Oh my god. We're also seeing reports that Knuckles is going to be playable in Sonic CD as well, which is fantastic. The other big addition to this, again, I personally thought that they were going to add 2 more Genesis games, but it turns out they're adding 12 Game Gear titles, which is fantastic. So all of Sonic's appearances on the Game Gear are going to be available to play through Sonic Origins Plus. And that is all well and good, you can play Sonic Labyrinth to your heart's content. However, I am a little disappointed that we're not seeing Knuckles Chaotix. I was just hoping for that ability to have Knuckles Chaotix physically, but unfortunately it's not the way. Who knows if they'll ever re-release that, to be honest. I wonder if there are problems with the emulation from 32X. Speaking of emulation, actually, I know that a lot of issues came up from the way that these games were ported onto the Nintendo Switch, your Xbox One, onto Sonic Origins in general, and that is the Sega Genesis game, sorry, let me be clear. However, we are hearing reports that they are actually emulating the Game Gear games, which means that they should be more faithful to what we're expecting. You know, they shouldn't have any game problems. And it does make me wonder if they've done any reworking with the previous games, with the ones that were available on the base Sonic Origins, because they've implemented a brand new character. We've got Amy, which is really cool. I just don't see how they can implement something like a brand new character into these older games and not be able to go in and fix some of the issues that are in there. I am hoping that Headcanon maybe have been able to get in there, tinker about, and fix things like the drop dash in the other games, so that it is a more serviceable version of these games. But yeah, it's pretty exciting. I got a couple of things right in my prediction video, as you may have seen, and I know a couple of people have been clicking on that one today. It's really cool that we are getting that physical version of the game with the Sega Genesis cover. That's really nice. It's going to be an art book as well, so I'm very excited to own this physically. It does look like a very nice edition, and if you want to get it as a upgrade to your standard version, you know, the digital one, apparently it's a lot cheaper. You know, it's like a $10 US upgrade, which is nice. So yeah, look, whether you think it's worth it or not is completely up to you, whether you're going to be interested in playing as Amy. I personally can't wait to do a run through as her, and it would be lovely to see if they did like a kind of alternate story for it, like an Amy story with a couple of cutscenes and stuff. Pretty exciting stuff. So we'll see what happens in the run up to the game and when it releases in June. If there's anything you want to know, let me know in the comments, of course, and hit subscribe for more Sonic content. I am going to be covering more stuff on Sonic Origins, but of course this isn't the only thing that's happening at the moment. We've got Sonic Frontiers DLC releasing, and I have done a little bit of investigation into something really cool with Sonic Frontiers. So if you want to check out the maximum damage that Sonic can do in any one hit in Sonic Frontiers, check this video out right now.